Hello, I am not a Piscine King in disguise, and welcome back to my tour of After the Flash 7 Mirage. Last time I covered the sewers that go underneath the city of Boulder Cove, as well as the settlement of Little Venice. I've also finished up all of Western Boulder Cove, all that stuff here, and I get to move on to other things. I spent some time thinking about it, and I thought I'd go with the southern border, this strip of land right here and the buildings within. Mostly the boardwalk, though I'm going to take a look at this parking garage. Because why not? First off, though, going to look at these little gazebos. No, that's not right. No, camp cover. I don't really know what to call these, but you camp here, you have your drinks with the family, you get a grill, have a barbecue. It's where just where you hang out by the beach. The beach. Yeah, got a grill, got cooler, plenty of things. People were here with their beers and such before everything went to hell. Got a couple seats here with plenty of beers. Just a full bottle of wine. People knew how to live life. Got a bag, some sodas, plenty of trash bags. Yeah, it's a nice family gathering before things got destroyed. And over here you have the beach. Nice beach over here. Got a boat. Don't go nowhere, though. Got a little not rubber duck, but, duck floaty. Plenty of seats. I like the amount of chair models. Yeah. A lot of it's buried under the sand because years have passed by. Before I cover the buildings, though, I'm just gonna get this parking garage out of the way, because why not? It's a parking... Whoa. I did not think I'd be able to go. Okay, you can climb up the pipe, just so you know. Yeah, going into here before I go into all the boardwalk buildings. It's a bit dark. I'm sorry, I'm going to do this to your eyes again. I should really give myself this before the video starts. But, whatever. Play. That way, YouTube's a little happier with my lighting. Yeah, it's a parking garage. Got a car, a thingy, another car. There's really not much to say about the first level, at least the second level. I like this a little bit. There's some seats here. Have some atomic punch, though they're both empty. Got a truck. Some bones here. Someone was probably standing here when the entire ceiling collapsed on them. Most unfortunate. Got some drums with something in them, as well as a floodlight. Got a forklift. Love forklifts. Forklifts are cool. And then the top floor. Got another forklift that has suffered a horrible fate. Yeah, it's just a mostly destroyed parking garage. There's not too much of interest here. But it is my duty to show it off because I like the build. I like the amount of detail. There's cinder blocks here. Got some metal girders, some more stones. You can see the structure underneath, and that's really cool that they modeled that. It's slightly bent here. They didn't have to go through all this design ideas, but it's really cool that they did. This person died a horrible death. Oh, it's another mutant. Yeah, they're mutants. I kind of forgot about the mutants. I think I mentioned it in the last video, and the comment reminded me that, yeah, there were two-headed mutants in, After the Flash 3. Those were a thing. So, yeah, that's this place. Right next door, I'm going to put out the light, is this unfinished building. That's a construction site. Seemed it would have had, at the very least, 2 floors. Nothing of interest here. Is there anything underneath? Ah. There's a map of the area. Lake Mead. Pretty sure that's roughly where we are. Yeah, Boulder Basin. So it's not the ocean. It's Lake Mead. It's this area that we're right next to. So I guess we are in Arizona. Nevada. Whatever. One of the two. We're somewhere over here. Oh, Boulder City. Duh. We're here. We're here. So I suppose the part of the city we'd be in is next to this lake. Cool. Yeah. That's where we are. Probably could have read that somewhere, but it's good to have a bit of confirmation through a map. Got some bones. There's a bone in the, I said the word earlier. The canister. I don't know. Get off my back. Outhouse. With toilet paper in it. Ooh, fancy. Best outhouse we've seen so far. Got another part of it here. Another unfinished building. I am not going to continue past there because that's more central Boulder Cove. And I want to cover just the south part, which I suppose will include this building, because why not? I've got time. There's no sign on it, but it looks like this is a bank. Yeah, this is a bank. Boulder Cove Bank. Got some counters, got the teller booths, some offices, chair. Can't open these drawers, they're lies. Those drawers are lies. Another office, can't close the door's a lie. Congratulations, you found a watermelon atomic atom kick. Yay. Right there. You want the watermelon atom kick? It's right there under the table here. I've literally never gone in this building, I guess. There's a invisible block here, keeping you from walking. Very, very effective. And here's the bathroom. No toilet paper here. That outhouse has won over this place. Go into the teller's room. Front desk. Got some books here. Got a table. Hell yeah. Here's the back room. Plenty of files. Some boxes. And of course the... Well, you know, there used to be a vault here. Blown open. Maybe this is blown open by someone intentionally. Maybe they wanted to get what was in here and just, you know, there's a nuke going off. There's some explosions. Might as well take advantage. There's another mysterious... There's a few of these. I messed up a few collections. Added a few extra invisible blocks. And here's the break room. Some donuts, pizza, a full kitchen area. Cool. That's the bank. Not too much note. I like the massive blown out back wall where the vault used to be. And that's all of that I'll cover. Now I'm gonna turn on my light because it's dark. Turn myself into a beacon and cover the boardwalk. Boulder City Boardwalk. First place here, I passed by earlier, it's got some outdoor seating, is the longest Noodles. Noodles craft drinks, 24/7 service. A 24/7 noodle shop. I think I mentioned last video that I recently went to a proper noodle shop kind of like this and had a big bowl of ramen. It was beautiful. It was the best ramen I've had in my life. I want to go again, and I probably will end up going again. Here's the kitchen. I like this kitchen design, honestly. There's a lot of kitchens in this game, but I like this one. It opens directly out here. You can look into it. It's got an interesting angle right here. This opens to the outside, so don't worry about that. Yeah, it's just a cool kitchen. I like it. Of course, here's the bathroom. Ooh, this place has toilet paper. All right. Add this one to the list that I've not been keeping of places that have toilet paper. Condiment table. I assume that's not ketchup. I really hope it's not ketchup. Don't put ketchup in your ramen. If you put ketchup in your ramen, there's something wrong. So the boardwalk continues, but I gotta go out to the street for this building. This is Lake Mead Surf Shop. If you hear yelling, ignore it and avoid enclosed spaces. Smiley face. Hot damn. Alright. That's frightening. Yeah, surf shop. Some extremely ominous text on a picture. Surfboards, various supplies. Huh. I like that a lot. That's sufficiently actually kind of creepy. I like it, though. There's an enclosed space you should apparently avoid. Have a good day, sir. I'm now level 29. That way you know this is the next recording session. Here's the front desk. Just buy things. Nothing of too much note here. Got a hanger. Huh. place is threatening. What is with this place? It's weirdly threatening mannequins. There's a corpse here. No toilet paper. Okay. Have a good day, sirs. Good environmental storytelling of creepiness in the surf shop. I like it a lot. That's fun. Across the way is Liam's boat repair parts and service. Yeah, repair your boats here. Oh, good. There's things to click on. I like clicking on things. I prefer to click on things than to pull out my lamp. That's a little awkward. Bathroom. Not even. Oh wait, yes. There's no toilet paper, but there's a holder. I didn't notice the holder at first. Here's a big old garage. A garage for your boat repairings. Plenty of boats. Got a big blocky gun. Small blocky gun. Still Roblox. At the end of the day, everything's weirdly blocky, yet also sometimes round. Got some spray can of probably not WD-40, probably WD-40. Yeah, plenty of supplies and such. And out here, this is actually a camp. There's another way in here, and it's through these doors. So just around the way, this is the main entrance to this camp area. Actually has some floodlights, working floodlights. Very cool. I love floodlights. Yeah, I got some cars here. Guns, gasoline, truck, more boat. Working on that. I got some tools laid out. Another floodlight to flood the land with light. Here's a workout bench. People live here. People make their living over here. Got some grill. Got some supplies. Some beer. A lot of beer in this Roblox game. We got a boat. It's a cool boat. Oh, I can sit here. Cool. That's just a fishing boat, I think, or the tiniest yacht. This is probably the tiniest yacht. Anyway, someone sleeps down here in the dark because there's no lights. Oh, wait. Okay, never mind. Someone sleeps here in the potential dark and lives down here. Got a little chair and table. Minuscule hold. Oh, gosh. But cool boat. I like the boat, honestly, a lot. It's got a sailboat. The sail has been destroyed beyond measure. And in here is a garage. Plenty of supplies and works. I think these are food kits. Some kayaks. Ammo boxes. Medical boxes. Some bedding. Stop messaging me. Nice area. And that's this campsite. I'm gonna loop around this way. Got a car here, open wide. Here's a bus stop. I might end up pointing out this bus stop twice, depending on how the rest of these videos go. Ooh, there's a door. Can I go in that door in the bus? Can I go in the bus? I can go in the bus. Well, I feel obligated to go into the bus. Even if it's just a bathroom. Nothing of note. It's just the bathroom. But, you know, it's cool. It's not cool. It's pretty mundane, actually. Here's a building I'm going to cover before the other half of that. No clue what this is. Used to be something. Big counter here. Pretty emptied out. Most of it's destroyed. A lot of eastern Boulder Cove is in pretty bad shape. Got some burnt boxes in the storage closet. Can't even go in there. Can't even go in the back few rooms of the building. That's unfortunate. Can I get up there? Not really an easy way. I don't really feel like parkouring my way up. You can see how it's just a destroyed building of some variety. It used to be something. Isn't anymore. Got some weird sand. Oh no. Sand is invisible from the bottom. Sand is breaking the laws of physics. Illegal sand. So here we have another store. Seems to be just an anything store. Very large department. Probably could buy groceries here. Got some pillars. I like the details of where the pillars are. These would be the checkout lanes. Got the card reader, the scanner. Probably used to be a screen here. The belt going that way. Yeah, used to be a store. Got utterly destroyed, though. Very unfortunate. Here's the deli. Or the gun. Actually, no, not the deli. This is a gun area. They sell guns over here. Got some ammo that's somehow still left over. Don't know how that hasn't been looted. Eh, sold guns here. Really, this could be anything. Doesn't matter all too much. Fishing rod. I suppose this would be game supplies, wouldn't it? Yeah, this would be game supplies. Whatever. It's destroyed, so whatever it was doesn't really matter. Is that Twitch? There's a Twitch sign here. Huh. Wonder what used to be here. Oh, Twitch. This used to be Twitch headquarters. Just got leveled, rightfully so. I'm joking. Over here, I'm just gonna go around because there's one more of building over here. Gonna go back on here. Got some outdoor changing rooms? I assume so. Now with all the madness that was in the changing rooms and the surf shop, I'm kind of looking around for more interesting stuff. Here we have the Kingfisher dive shop. Scuba rentals, training, and more. Kingfisher. No relation. No relation to anything specific. It's just a dive shop for scuba diving. Got some snorkel masks, some oxygen tanks, some suits, just usual stuff. Pretty regular. Gotta do that. Don't know what this is, but that's a thing. Cash register. And that'll be it for this spot. So I think this is going to be a shorter episode because I have an idea, a general idea of what I want to cover, and I've pretty much covered most of it. I'm going to go investigate that in a second. Or maybe not. Here we have a bridge going south. Plenty of cars. Plenty of holes. It's rather dangerous. D-Corp truck. Keeping freedom free since 2020. Got that big important company. Every post-apocalyptic game has to have some ominous company that probably didn't do shady things. Here we have a little setup, little camp setup. The rope ladder that goes down, all the way down to this boat that goes to the barge, which we're at. Remember this place? From a few episodes ago, I said we'd be coming back here eventually. Yeah, it's a barge sitting out here on the water. Where people live. People fish here. People cook. People make sushi? Is that supposed to be sushi? I'm not too sure. Got a plastic cooler. Here's the front room. Got some beer in there, as well as a white rectangle. Everyone needs a good white rectangle. And a green rectangle. Yeah, plenty of food preparation, supplies, some paper towels. Here we've got workroom, some seating. This place is very well stocked. Very, very well stocked. Like, of all the places, I don't really like being out in the water, but of all the places to live, I gotta say, this is one of the better ones. A little watering can. Very nice. And here's just where everyone sleeps. Got 4 beds in a row. Everyone sleeps in the big room of the barge. Back room, last supplies, guns, a vault with some vaulty stuff. And yeah. I was wondering how long it'd take me to get here. I'm glad I did eventually. That's the barge. You can see at least one of the islands. Not much else. I don't remember which one that was, but it's one of them. One of the ones that we covered. So yeah, back on the bridge. There's a little bit more bridge. Very unfortunate people over there. I think that's all I'll cover for this video. It'll be a shorter one, but I'm happy with that. Means I have to work less later. Just slowly picking out parts of Boulder Cove. We'll be out of this and looking at interesting scrap towns and ruins and a wide variety of things later on. There's quite a lot of things in this map, as I'm sure you've been able to tell. It's like, yeah, it's just a lot. Okay, now I'm just curious. I need to know if there's something in this truck over here. There might not be. This might be a waste of my time, but it's calling to me. I don't know why it's calling to me, because there's nothing in there. Just a waste of my time, and that's a spoiler. I can't go there yet. That's something I'm covering later. I can't believe I've done this to myself. Well, anywho, I'll leave it at that. If you like the video, of course, leave a like, and if you want to see more, please subscribe. I messed that up. Doesn't matter too much. Thank you all for watching. If you stuck around this long, I mean, it's only like 21 minutes. If you didn't, I don't know, man. Just have a good rest of y'all's day. Thank you so much for watching. Bye-bye.